Fliggity's flying like he owns the sky. Taxi speed, he's passing by. No west side, no star, just vibes in this budget jet car. Overspeed's a state of mind, and gate pushback left behind. Cleared for vibes, not for vectors. Taking chat along on reckless adventures. Brace yourselves, got the flair. Woke ninjas always there. But Fliggity's flying how he dares. Honking laughter in the air. Bittersweet's got that German glare. Checklist calling, he don't care. The only rule is buyer beware. Lights are on, but rules are dim. Landing gear will roll the rim. If or just in prop, he's flying low on a high resolve. Cleared for vibes, not for vectors. Taking chat along on reckless adventures. Brace yourselves, got the flair. What ninjas always there. But Fliggity's flying how he dares. Cleared for vibes, not for vectors. Taking chat along on reckless adventures. Brace yourselves, got the flair. What ninjas always there. But Fliggity's flying how he dares. Welcome to Fliggity Air. Your tray table is broken. Your landing gear might not be down. But hey, we're cleared for vibes.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Fence line broke and the old boy dipped. Sammy's out the yard, gave the world a slip. 16 years, but he's got that spark. Gone before noon, left us in the dark. We hit the streets, boots to the ground. Circling blocks, no sign, no sound. Hearts beating like a drumline roll. Can't lose the pup who made us whole. Sammy on a run, but he found his way. Prancing like a champ at the end of the day. Through the rain, through the fear, we never let go. Old dog, big heart, still stealing the show. Stealing the show. Stealing the show. Check the road, check the schoolyard twice. Hope hanging on like a roll of loaded dice. Then a flicker in the light, flash of black and gold. Eyes locked in, that story told. Phone hit the floorboard, couldn't hold the thrill. Scooped him in my arms, heart standing still. Feet all soaked, but he wore that grin like, what's up, Dad? Where you been? Don't care about the miles or the time I burn. When love runs off, you chase till it's returned. Wife got the text, joy and overload. Sammy's home safe, back in his mode. Sammy on the run, but he found his way. Prancing like a champ at the end of the day. Through the rain, through the fear, we never let go. Old dog, big heart, still stealing the show. couch, tail twitching in dreams. Old dog, big love, forever my team. Yeah, yeah, whoa, yeah. Checked in late, chasing the ghost of last year's sweet balcony, bragging right sky toast. The flamingo had other plans. Our platinum door cracked open with a grin and we walked in. She smiled like she knew us already. 10 minutes of polite delay. No mention of upgrades, just a room key slide, like a magician skipping the trick and walking off stage. Outside, the man in the suit appears, name, badge, fake, warm, sharp teeth. You must be high rollers, he says, let me do something special. That's how it begins. Tuba faith, circa Ferris wheel spin. Just $40 in a couple hours, you can always say no. We were Vegas, better trends, red flags flapping, but curiosity is a damn persuasive showgirl. AM sharp up before the sun regrets. License flash, credit card blocked with thumb. A crowd, a couple sip, hotel coffee, name tags, pin like targets. We sit, we wait. This is the presentation. No doors, no grace. They say 2 hours, but you're trapped in space. With a smile and a binder, they dissect your fate. Just say no, or pay forever late. The lad steps in like he owns the light. Projector flickers, door guards posted. Brian, he shouts like we're old friends. Emily, how much do you spend on joy? It's a sermon with spreadsheets, a gospel of guilt. 45 minutes of fear, mass enthusiasm. Vacation reduces heart disease. He preaches, my wife hides her name tag behind her hair, and I measure my breath in credit checks.
The kid assigned to us looked like a student of mine. Said he played Form Alabama. 3 minutes later, I'm showing Instagram videos. I broke my vow of silence somewhere between no thanks and look. That's me in passing. We bonded. God help me bond.
He shows us the condo, marble floor, stainless hope. We nod like tourists in a dream. He whispers 800 a month and 70 to nothing. The number drops like the beat. Still too rich for a nightmare. The boss returns, writes on a napkin like he's sketching salvation. Just sign here, he says, just one so lightly used. This is the presentation. They wear your name. Promise paradise, hand you shame. You walked in free, now you're wallet limbs. Just say no, or drown in fine print.
Buffet was lukewarm dreams and soggy bread. Cirque du Soleil from the nosebleeds of rejection. The Ferris wheel spun too long. Someone got sick. Felt right.
This is the presentation, the high rollers ride. Trade your 2 weeks for 20 years of fight. They'll smile while you sign away the line. Just say no, just say no, just say no tonight. Chat drops in, screech of person SFX. Cold and dark, cockpit lit by CRT glow. Flap still zero, banter ricochets off Plex. Kentucky grin under Captain Shadow. 5 vids queued, roulette of meme and metal. John submission, nosedive straight to dread. Drum teacher fingers tap the armrest pedal. Chooses the Timeshare ads scroll across the MFD. One room, no walls, such premium sleaze. Energy drink sloshes in zero G. Bit crushed logo screams, please don't sneeze it. Ninja Tower checks the glide. Brace yourself, codes a scorecard right. Dr. Devious plots in neon spite. Unbearable floats through stall spin night. Nerdrite locates the hidden sign. Raven winged dragon slips the time. Bittersweet clips that nosedive fine. Peace and Jado keep chat in line. Dream theater fills the cabin PA. Seinfeld punchlines loop on delay. Beach band echoes ride the replay. Retro sprites frame a twilight bay. Punch the sky, pixels shatter, chat hearts race. Low cost high, waffle scrapings fuel display. Flare the dream, Filger's coffee tastes like sin. Stream supreme, stick that landing, points roll in. If the route is chaos, switch to MSFS 24 trials. Dark side stalls, canyon slaloms, dead stick miles. Landing rate roulette spins final, closest wins the crown. Fade to black, stream offline, never keeps us down.
Check.
Thanks, Mitch. It seems that this problem is almost unbearable.
Check. 1, 2. Oh, Clorix, good evening. Unbearable, good evening. Mr. Mixed Tea, evening. Raven sniping bittersweet. How about that?
Guess who's back again.
Raven, good evening. Bittersweet, evening.
There's always money in the banana stand. No touching. No touching.
Hello, E-Rock. Bliss, good evening. Welcome. I hope your favorite Cincinnati Reds won. They didn't. They continue to lose to the Pirates. T-Rex, good evening. Look at Isaac doing a video. Isaac, what are you doing? Huh.
I
Look
look
at you.
good. I mean, really good. Hey, everyone! Come and see how good I look!
What you doing, Isaac? John finally beat that boss he was streaming. Apologies in advance if flights don't log tonight. We've been having back-end issues today. Okay. Sitting around looking good. Don't think you'd recognize me. What have you been doing, Isaac? What are you doing? Mariners take the ALS West tonight with a win. You weigh around 185. It feels like probably a lot less than what you were. I feel like you were probably, what, 215? 200? I'd be guessing just from pictures. 240. Wow. Dang. Oh, I wish I was doing what you're doing. Although if it involves manual labor, maybe not. Clorix, it's fine. Tonight's flight would only make us 300 fliggy bucks, so it's not the end of the world if we don't get it. That and not eating all day. Sure. Yeah, no, I get it. I don't eat all day either. For the most part. Like I sometimes only eat dinner. And then I'll have a snack after the stream, and that's it. The problem is that's a late night snack, and that's not good for you. But that's when I'm hungry. I know it's not good, Morning Danish. I just said it's not good. It's not good. You're supposed to have a balanced diet.
Sexy. Hey, girls.
It doesn't happen all the time, Morning Danish. It doesn't. It depends on what I'm doing there. I will say... So sorry. I'm so sorry about that. That's the issue with being elevated. It makes me want a snack, Unbearable says. Look at you, John. You beat it, didn't you? I was watching you a little bit. That thing's massive, John, and you beat it. I see the achievement. You did it. Now, the game's not over, right? That's just one boss. That was a cool boss, John. That was a really cool boss. Like the whole tank thing with all the different places to shoot on it.
Deviation.
I thought it was cool.
Contact Los Angeles Tower as soon as you're able. Let me know when you're ready to copy a phone number.
Jake, good evening. Regarding eating, I guess a normal day for me is I eat lunch and dinner, typically. Now, my lunch, it could be whatever I can grab at the time because it's usually going to be between classes, or it might be a later lunch between rehearsal and class, and then I'll eat when I get home. So it's not normal that I wouldn't eat 2 meals a day, but a lot of time, well, not a lot of times, sometimes it could be only dinner, depending on how busy I am during the day, and then eating late after the stream. And yes, it sucks. I know, it sucks.
Did we just become best friends?
Yup! They have the audacity to finish the ad even after I pay for the sub. Come on.
Yeah, well, you didn't pay for that ad. They have to get the ad. Isaac, thank you for the 50 months. How about that, Isaac? 50 months. Isaac said I get 3 workouts a day. My workout, and my fun little workout at the end of the day. If you know what I mean. I don't, and I don't want to. Isaac. 5-pin. Yes. I did hear about Flight Sim 24 coming to PS5. We're going to talk about that in a second. We're going to talk about that in a second. John said, I'm used to playing it on the phone and it can only handle 2-time resolution. 4-time makes a big difference. Yeah, and probably easier to see what's going on, John. It's shocking that you were able to beat the boss on a large screen. Unbearable said, today I went to Hazard, then Pikeville, then back home. That's a long drive. Pikeville, Unbearable. Like, Pikeville from Lexington is a long drive. Much less Pikeville from Louisville. Isaac. John said transferring save data. Evening, Hapes. Hapes, good evening. Yeah, it's a long drive, Unbearable. That's crazy. Transferring save data between PC and phone is tricky. I got to be so careful I don't screw it up, especially with this game on the PSP, which requires an install. Yeah, I don't even want to try it. I have decided, John, that whatever game I play on the device I'm using is the one I stick to. So on my phone, I just downloaded Mario Kart for the Game Boy Advance. And it's on my phone, and that's the only way I'll play it. I just use my phone for more handheld games. If it's a newer generation game like PSP, PS2, GameCube, nope, it's going on either the computer or the Steam Deck, one of the two, and that's it. 3 hours to Hazard and an hour to Pikeville, then 3.5 home. And here's the cool thing, though, Unbearable. You're getting paid for those hours, aren't you? Like, I would be okay with that. If I knew I was just getting paid the whole time that I was sitting in my car, okay. It wouldn't hurt my feelings. Make me drive. I'll drive. Another headache is if I use RetroArt from Steam, then you have the whole Steam cloud save messing with it. Yes, that's true, John. Unbearable says, I'm salary, Isaac. Isaac said getting paid for travel time is the best. I'm salary, but I do get paid mileage. Yeah, I know. It'd be nice to get paid. I mean, I guess if you're salary, you're still getting paid regardless. Yeah, talking about the PlayStation 5 flight sim that they just announced today. First of all, I don't know if anybody was expecting that. Nobody mentioned it. It's crazy that it just came out of nowhere. Am I going to be getting it? No. Why? Because I already have all this stuff. The peripherals, the yoke, the throttle, the pedals, all that. I have it for my PC. I'm not going to just all of a sudden start using a controller on the PS5. And I can't use planes like this. Like what we're using tonight. You can't use the Phoenix. You can't use the iFly 737. You can't use the PMDG 777. Like there are countless reasons why I would not play it on the PS5. Now, who is going to play it on the PS5? People that don't have advanced computers. People that don't have an Xbox. People who do own a PS5. If you can't use those peripherals on the PS5 Flight Sim, that product is DOA. Microsoft is doing it so they don't get sued as a monopoly. When did that change? I mean, Merritt, if that's the case, why hasn't Sony released God of War to be on an Xbox? I wonder if that's true, Arctic. I wonder if you can use those peripherals on a PS5. I feel like there's plenty of games right now that are not on Xbox that are on PS5. I don't see how that makes sense. It really does level out. Some weeks I'm close to home, don't work 40 hours. Then there's weeks like this week, I'll be on the road a lot. I really do love it. I'm going to Tennessee twice next month, and I can't wait to be in the Smokies when the leaves changing. Nice. We're going to be in Gatlinburg in a month. Unbearable. Monday and Tuesday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Greetings.
At the end of October.
Watch the birdie.
Well, Isaac, we're going to Vegas in January. And yes, Isaac, Unbearable not only went to Louder Than Life, Unbearable got married to Morning Danish at Louder Than Life, Isaac, on Sunday there at the concert. To me, Morning Danish says. Nerd said it makes total sense. They own a ton of major publishing companies, and Game Pass is like 60% of the market. That doesn't seem to justify your original statement. Getting sued as a monopoly. I feel like those are two different statements. I don't think those are connected. They own a ton of you said they own a ton of major publishing companies. Okay, but that doesn't mean they're required to put their game on a PlayStation. Unbearable, we're there the 26th through the 28th. And then Isaac, my daughter, went on Saturday and saw saw all day, but the Deftones Stone Temple Pilots Perfect Circle one. Tonight's flight is longer, which is why the videos are happening tonight. We already have videos from Cannonball, Renaissance, Bliss, Isaac, and Peace, and Hapes with a Takedown. So we are doing a longer flight, which is why we're doing videos, but I can't guarantee we'll be doing Geo. I'm also going to use the checklist that that Mr. Mixty put in Discord. It's JD's checklist. It's a long one, but I'm going to kind of use it. Now, it also has a lot of stuff in it that I'm not going to need. Things like, speeds different recommended cruise power and maximum range cruise, things like that. So, but I will be using that tonight instead of my checklist, just to see how it works. It could slow me down. My girlfriend said Deftones was her favorite performance. Nice, Isaac. Yeah, my daughter loved it. So Arctic says, if I start a game console company called the Foxbox, I can sue Microsoft and say they need to make a version of Flight Sim for my console. You'll be there that weekend. I'm going to be there from the 20th. Yeah, the weekend after. And the reason we're going then is that's when my daughter's fall break is. Hold on. Look at him sitting there. Look at him sitting on his butt. Look at him sitting on his butt. Right, Flight Sim on the Wii. Get it on there. It's not fair. Nerd, it's not fair that the Wii or the Switch doesn't have a Flight Sim. Look at him. He's so sweet. He does have a cute little butt. It's true, Morning Danish. Where's my volume control? I can't find my volume control. Is it here? Evening Renaissance, it's not there. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. It was hidden behind a window. Why would it be hidden behind a window? Nintendo has a complex anyways. I don't care about them. Oh, so it doesn't apply since you don't care about Nintendo. Good. We're getting to the root of the issue, aren't we, nerd? Now that Flight Sim is coming to PS5, anyone want a Turtle Beach Velocity 1 flight stick? For PC, Renaissance says. Well, maybe somebody would, Renaissance. Put it on eBay or something and then put the link in Discord. Maybe somebody will want it. Or maybe somebody will just buy it. I'm not going to get Flight Sim for PS5. I'm just not going to. Look at that puppy. Only reason I was going to go is because she had a couple day passes, but also would have had to miss work. Now the money is getting up there. Yeah. All right. So this is going to take a little time. That's why we're going to go on and get going now. Since we're going to be using this checklist, I don't know how it will work. We'll find out. All right, shall we? Pre-flight. Let's look at the tablet. Okay. How's our engines? 88, 90? We'll leave them. I can go on and do fuel. I usually do it later, but since we're here, 1054. It's pretty good, honestly. I'll put a little bit more in the aft. Okay. Okay. I'll do the tablets. Well, I can go on and load it. There it is. And I'll import that once the plane is on so it works correctly. I'll come back to that. Now we know why they have so many issues on PC and haven't really fixed a lot of them. They're too busy working on the PS5 version. Yeah, I wonder who's been working on the PS5 version while the others have been fixing issues. Parking brake. Set. Control lock remove. Landing gear lever down. Quick fuel check. Battery. So this checklist is pretty much what I was doing so far. That's good news. So battery. We use this to check pitch trims. Take off. Green. But write it out. Centered. 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 Okay. And then just to check fuel. 34. Okay. And it says you can check oxygen pressure, but I don't know where that is. There it is, 1850. Turn battery back off. Okay. So then it says do an exterior inspection. I mean, if you really want, you can do an exterior inspection. We can check if anything looks odd. Look at me walking around it like I know what I'm doing. Look at him stretching. Watch him stretch. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Here he goes.
Then I wake up to the smell of crackling bacon. It is delicious. It's good for me. It's a perfect way to start the day.
Evening bacon. How about that new sound effect? What a stretchy boy. Yeah, he's great. Do you think the pusher props are less effective due to the body of the plane blocking airflow? It's a good question. I don't know.
Put them in the
I'm sure they've given it a lot of thought. I feel like we have to trust their knowledge. Bittersweet is already off the ground. You can see the marks on the nose from who knows what. Where do you think those are from? All the bugs? No, he left. He left. Okay, moving on. Check circuit breakers. Looks good. Make sure all of these are at normal. Yes, they are. Static source normal. Oxygen. Ready. Ice protection is all off right now. Landing gear lever down. I don't have 3 greens because I don't have any battery on right now. Unless that's somewhere else. Could be in the tablet, but probably not. Anti-skid on. Center reversionary, make sure those are all at normal. Yes, they are. Standby indicators. Those are right there. Okay. Make sure that this battery power on is on. And then it says off, but I don't see it off. Power levers at idle. Okay. Renaissance says, so I'm not happy about it, but I did put the pizza in the fridge. Probably not going to like it tomorrow, but it's going to be edible at least. Do you not like cold pizza? Phoenix, what's going on? Thank you. Reds and Mets both lose tonight. D-backs are down 3-1. Right, no one's winning. So essentially tonight is a waste, Phoenix. The Reds with the worst loss of the night, though, losing to the Pirates in extra innings with bases loaded. Worst loss. Not that it counts for anything more, but the problem, Phoenix, is the Reds play the Brewers in the last 3, so we're already going to lose those 3. So our only chance now of making it is to win tomorrow and hope that the Mets lose the next 4. You don't like refrigerated leftovers? I love cold pizza. I love cold pizza. It's really good. Bleed air off, temp mode off. Yes, yes. Circuit breakers. I never check these circuit breakers. I guess we should. I don't see anything up. Yeah, I know it's not over Phoenix, but at least they're losing. We don't need the Diamondbacks out of the Mets and the Reds. Although I will tell you, Phoenix, if I have a choice between the Diamondbacks or the Mets, I'll take the Diamondbacks. Only because there's far fewer Diamondback fans than there are Mets fans, so you don't have to hear it as much. All right, battery. On. Check bus volts, triple feed, that's good. Then check center, 26. ICAS, on. Now we should start seeing a screen, right? Yeah, there's one. Yes, the Reds have the tiebreaker over the Mets and the Diamondbacks. And can you imagine it not mattering? What's up, Chris? Fuel system check. So we're going to push this and this. We should see extinguisher in both. Now we turn both of these pumps on. And check that both fuel pressure low lights are on. Wait. Yes, both are on. Yes. Now it says to push both of those. Now check that both closed and extinguisher lights are off. They are. And then it says, check that. Oh, I see. I see. I see. Then standby. Now it says, check that both fuel pressure low lights are off. Well, they're all on right now. I always feel like this doesn't go the way I thought it would. Chris, I don't know about robots. Yes. It's not robots per se. They're definitely using a computer system to check balls and strikes. I did see that. Why are those on? Check both. They're off. Standby pumps off. Wait, are they off? Yeah, they're off. It says check both fuel pressure low lights are off. Well, they're not. They're on. Maybe that's a typo. So I don't know. I don't care for cold spaghetti morning Danish. Well, I mean, listen, I watched that Reds game and there were definitely some blown calls even in the final inning. They were calling strikes when they were outside the box. So it would be nice to get it right. I mean, every sport now, we have the technology to do it. Like football, they're now actually not going to use the chains as much. Like the chains are not the first be-all, end-all. It's actually like something digital that tracks it. Let me move this avionic blower. Make sure that goes away. And there it is. Turn it back off. And it's back. Okay. That's good. We've already done fuel quantity. Oxygen pressure we already checked. This is 1850. Lightmaster. I wonder why the nav light doesn't come on. Is it because avionics aren't on? I don't know. Strobe's low. Okay. Passenger signs. Strobe's low. Power levers. Yep. So we're going to start the engines so the battery doesn't die on us. Propellers are full. Right engine start. Okay, so we're going to wait for this to get to 12. And move this to start. Okay. Yeah, the sounds are good. Okay, right engine is on. Now we can move this. Wait, no, we want to do gen first. Right gen reset, then on. And once we do that, check the right gen volts. Nope, still 0. No, it should still be start. Why does that not... Something's wrong with that. Did it not go? I'll try again. Right gen is not working. Starter is still on. Starter is still on. I didn't tell me to turn it off. Did it? Oh, it did. Dang. What kind of ice cream did you get, Cannonball? Sorry, I missed that on the checklist. Thank you. At 50%, you have to turn it off. And now, move that to run. I did that yesterday, too. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. All we can do is keep trying, right? Okay. I'll see if I can remember it on the left engine. Yeah, I'd love to see a different animation for these. I feel like that's not a natural looking animation. Okay, now we check oil pressure and temp. I've really been digging the Tillamook sea salt and honeycomb toffee. Super soft, and the ice cream is honey flavored, so I'm addicted. Renaissance says it's also pricey. Cannonball doesn't skimp on his ice cream. Renaissance. $3.99 a pint. That's not terrible. I mean, it could be. I think it could be worse than that. Okay. Now it says gin ties open. Check that they are open here. Yes, they are. Now we check the left gin volt. That's good. Check the triple feed. Or triple fed, I should say. And then put this back to normal. And then make sure those are off. Yes, they are. Generator levels, check paralleled within 10%. They were. 28.6. Triple fed is only 0.8 off. So that's like 5%, right? Moving on. So now we're going to turn on pilot, co-pilot, avionics. Those are here in the middle. Okay, those are coming on now. Bliss just sitting without a plane. Got a Kroger brand for $1.49. Big ball. And what flavor was that, Renaissance? And I bet that Kroger brand is just chef's kiss. I was at Kroger yesterday, Renaissance. Chocolate Paradise. I was at Kroger yesterday. Remember I was talking about sometimes I'll eat between rehearsal and class? We have a Kroger, like, just less than a mile away from the school. And so I'll go into Kroger and get food. And what I'll do is I'll just find stuff on clearance that they're getting rid of that day. I find like popcorn chicken or sometimes it can be sushi, but that's not a clearance. They have deals on Wednesdays for like $5 sushi. You know, you can get like peanuts or donuts or crackers, whatever, on that they're getting rid of, and they just mark down to like really, really low prices. Yeah, exactly, Isaac. No videos, Isaac. We have not done videos yet. No, I'm still on the ground. Videos will happen when we're up in the air. All right. All data okay. Let's go to nav source, FMS. Radar control, standby for now. Flight plan. Well, I'm going to go on and import that route. Boom. Importing flight plan. Nice. And then we'll check that out a little later. Big ass Harris Teeter they built here a few years ago as a conveyor sushi and beer wine bar, and it's great. Yeah, there's a Harris Teeter in South Carolina above Hilton Head where we go on vacation at Fripp Island. And we went in there to get shrimp because the shrimp that we wanted from the actual shrimp place they didn't have. So we had to go to a different place. And it was a good store. It's expensive, but yeah, that's a deal, Renaissance. Welcome back, Jado. Okay, standby indicators are on. Bleed air valves, move them to both. Temp mode, auto. Make sure flaps are retracted. Standby attitude gyro uncaged. It looks like it is uncaged. Change altimeter. Okay, nothing on the CAS. The only thing that should be on here at this point is AFX. That's the only thing that it says should be on the screen, and it is. It's correct. You know, Arctic, I will say, Publix and that Harris Teeter, there's something to be said for going through the line and getting through the line quick because, A, there's not a lot of people shopping there, and B, they always have a second person bagging your groceries and doing it really fast. I love being able to get in and out there. Oh, really, Cannonball? A300 abysmal performance, huh? This guy, so on this checklist I'm looking at, he says the following tests are usually part of the engine run-up before the takeoff. In the sim, I recommend to perform them at this stage before taxi. So I guess I'm going to do that, and we'll see what kind of luck I have, because I don't know much about these tests. Die-hard Publix fan, grew up with it, cried when I found out we had it here in Louisville. That's hilarious, Morning Danish. We're now getting them in Lexington. We have one in Lexington, and there's another one that's almost ready. So, let me go down here. Check these. Hold on. It's hard to see them all at once. Yeah, those came on. Those came on. Check that engine fire lights come on. Yes, they do. That one does. Flap. That one comes on. And that one comes on. AUX battery. Where is it? Oh, it does. Okay, standby battery test. I see it on the iCast. And then battery monitor. Yep, that one came on. And then pressure. I'm not seeing that one. Where is that? I don't see where that one is. I don't see that one. Fuel low warning. So these are all the bottoms here. Check CAS. Yes, that works. So it said check for cabin rate of descent. I didn't see where that was. Stall warning. That one comes on. VMO, check for aural warning. Uh-huh. Landing gear, check that the gear is illuminated. It is. Annunciator. Yes, those are good. Bleed air. Those are good. And then all the surface de-ice. Let's check those. Are they going to be on the cast? No. Where are they going to show up? Oh, that does show up on the cast. Yes, those all show up on the cast. Okay. So now we set pressure. Right here. And we're going to be at 32 tonight. That's good right there. Manual cabin altitude control. That's normal. Yeah, good. All right, you've already done altimeter. Transponder we already did. I kind of just did whatever. I mean, you can do whatever. You can click it and change. But we're not using... Oh, wait, we are using... I was using Beyond ATC tonight. Oh, hold on. Beyond ATC now has, it's hard to see there, has tutorials. Nap time, thanks for the follow, welcome. Interactive tutorials, traffic setup tutorials, and a wiki page. That's new.
Beyond ATC connected.
I said last night that I would use Beyond ATC, so I'm going to stick with it. We're going to try it. That's going to take some time. Let me let that load. And I'll come back to it. Oh, yeah, it's already done. Never mind.
Temporary flight restrictions are in effect for Roberts. Advice on initial contact. You have information, Charlie. Roberts Airport information, Charlie. 1542 Zulu. Wind 065 at 8. Visibility 10 miles or more. Few clouds at 1,800. Temperature 33. 2.25. QNH 1015. Landing and departing runway 08. Transition level 180. Temporary flight restrictions are in effect for Roberts. Advice on initial contact. You have information, Charlie.
So it said runway 08, and that is what we were given from SimBrief. So let me write down what I think it will do. Owen Roberts Tower, Fleet 2126, picking up IFR to Miami with information, Charlie.
Fleet 2126, Owen Roberts Tower. Thanks for information, Charlie. Expect runway 08, Reichel to departure. Initial climb to 6,000 feet. Squawk 6300.
All right, we'll expect runway 08, Reichel 2 departure, initial climb 6,000 feet, squawk 6300, Fleet 2126. Really, Bliss, I've never flown out of here.
Fleet 2126, read back correct. Call me back when ready for start or taxi.
Calling back for start and taxi, Fleet 2126. So now that we have some info, so they were given 6,000, so we're going to go on and do 6,000. Altimeter. All right, so I'm looking at this checklist. It's in our Discord, and I'm going to check the flight plan this way. I don't really think I need to use that though, because the way I've already imported the route is pretty much what that is. So I'm going to check departure. That's just the approach. Oh, I do need to do... Oh, no. They already have 08. That's pretty nice. Did you see that, Clorix? They already gave me 08 for the runway. So I guess I'm just going to leave there without a departure because I am going to Reichel anyway. So hopefully I have a departure in there. They've got it straight to Reichel. Let me open up my charts. I mean, according to this, that's pretty much what we're doing. I mean, we're pretty much just going straight there anyway. So I'm going to leave that, and then we'll add the approach here in a minute. Currently for the approach, we have 09. Should I be worried about ILS, Clorix? Or should I try it, and you're going to help me? How did you add that departure, Bliss? How'd you add it? Worried? No. Okay, well, I'm going to put it in. Do vectors. Okay. Bliss, go on. Flight computer, go on. No. Okay. Bliss is in a different plane. Thanks, Bliss. Okay, nav source is already there. Frequencies there I don't need right now. Okay, present position. Okay. Let me go on and start doing this. Engines are already on, so we're going to do before taxi. And that is... I've already done this one. Yes, I've done all these. And then I've already done all these. Well, not all of them. I did most of them earlier. So I'm not going to deal with like auto feather. I'll deal with that later. I've already done that. I didn't do vent cable, but you know, I'm not gonna do icing here. We're not gonna turn those on in the Grand Caymans. I did transponder. No messages. We'll do landing lights later. Not doing that, not doing that, don't do that. Okay. So now we'll just wait for takeoff. Taxi lights on. And let's call in. Owen Roberts Tower, Fliggity 2126 requesting departure. I saw that, Mr. Mixed T. Pretty crazy, isn't it?
Fliggity 2126, you are nowhere near 08. Why in the world are you asking for departure clearance?
Did I say departure? What was I thinking, Fliggity 2126? It said, what was I thinking down here as a choice. I didn't mean departure. I didn't mean departure. It was at the top of the list. Owen Roberts Tower, Fliggity 2126. It's my fault. It was at the top of the list. I would like to request push and start, please.
Fliggity 2126, Owen Roberts Tower. Pushback and engine start approved. Face southwest.
Face southwest, Fliggity 2126. It's my fault. I was just reading the top of the list. And the way they put that on the bottom of the list, or at the top of the list, was not what I wanted. Okay. So. Passenger signs on. Taxi lights are on. Owen Roberts Tower, Fliggity 2126, requesting taxi to runway. Yeah, ask for a phone number.
Fliggity 2126, runway 08, taxi via hotel. Echo.
Runway 08, taxi via hotel, Echo, Fliggity 2126. Well, our engines haven't changed. That's good news. I almost overshot that. Someone oil these brakes. I know, they are very squeaky. It's a funny squeaky sound.
We got one!
Donald, go. Thanks for the follow. Welcome. Amplify what's going on. Yeah, this is my third night flying it. So I'm getting more comfortable tonight. I'm trying to use a little different checklist, but it's pretty much what I've been doing. I made my own, but this is better. I really like it. I bet you do too. It is really good. Still trying to get comfortable with everything, but it is really good. Like the 80s vibe? Yeah, I know. Hey, did you play the text adventure in with the floppy disk? And if so, did you win? I didn't win. I lost. I am going to remember to turn on landing lights. Look at me. Look at me remembering. Owen Roberts Tower, Fleet 2126, requesting departure. You didn't win either?
Fligety 2126, backtrack runway 08. Call when ready for departure.
No problem. All right, we'll call when ready for departure, Fligety 2126.
Fligety 2126, negative. Backtrack runway 08.
No problem.
Backtrack runway 08, call when ready, Fligety 2126.
Owen Roberts Tower, Fligety 2126, requesting departure.
Fligety 2126, Owen Roberts Tower, wind 065 at 8, runway 08, cleared for takeoff.
08 cleared for takeoff, Fligety 2126. Owen Roberts Tower, did you like how I didn't move at all? And I was just here the whole time? Fligety 2126.
Owen Roberts Tower, Fligety 2126, go ahead.
Never mind. Also, who's your favorite drummer? This guy doesn't want to talk about drummers. You can tell. Okay, I already did all that. Take off. Brakes, take off power. All right, let's go. Okay, we go out of here and immediately turn left. Let's go.
Let's punch it.
Punch it! Punch it!
Punch it!
All right, Chewie, punch it!
Punch it! Punch it, we can beat him. Punch it, Chewie.
Punch it!
Punch it!
Punch it! Let's get the hell out of here!
Punch it! Punch it!
Punch it, Huxley! Punch that shit! Punch it!
Punch it! Punch it, Bishop!
Punch that shit!
Punch it! Punch it! Punch it, man!
Punch it! Go!
Take it! Punch it! Punch it! Punch the gas! Punch it! Punch it!
Here's up.
Punch it! Punch it!
Sorry, I'm trying to mess with my headphone cord. And we need to turn left.
Fligety 2126, reset transponder. Squawk 6300.
Oh, I forgot to do that. Squawk 6300, Fligety 2126. Sorry, it's really hard to do this and steer.
Fligety 2126, contact Cayman departure 120.2.
120.2, Fligety 2126. Cayman Terminal departure, Fligety 2126 at 3,000 feet, climbing for 6,000.
Fligety 2126, Cayman departure, identified climb to 16,000 feet.
Climb to 16,000 feet, Fligety 2126. Adjusting. Down to 85 on the engine, 87. What's up, Sebastian? What are you doing? I'm just making sure everything's good before we get to the videos. We're climbing about 2,200 feet a minute, which is fine.
Fligety 2126, contact Kingston radar 128.1.
128.1, Fligety 2126. Kingston radar, Fliggity 2126 at 14,000 feet, climbing for 16,000 feet. It's doing well, Sebastian. Just got started. Going to Miami.
Fliggity 2126, Kingston radar, identified, climb to flight level 320.
Climb to flight level 320, Fliggity 2126. Me and Danish are sitting here talking about the Beechcraft Starship, so I went to its wiki. What an interesting plane. I had no idea the purpose of the push-style props was to make for a quieter cabin, making a more comfortable ride. Yeah, that's crazy. And they have this switch here that's a prop sync that's supposed to even make it better on them. If you notice, look at this. When you go to cabin, there's this mark here that says ear discomfort. So like if the props are out of sync, it kind of messes with their ears. So they really were trying to make it to where, since the engines were behind them, they didn't have to deal with it as much. It's really crazy. It's interesting that this screen doesn't have, like, this screen doesn't have everything that this does, and usually I thought it would. Oh, that's what it is. I didn't have ArcMac pressed. Never mind. I got it. I got it. There we go. Now we can see. I love this plane. I'm so glad Jado got it for me, because I wouldn't have gotten it. I probably would not have gotten it, and it's seriously good. Yeah, let's set it up, Clorix. Now they might, listen, they might give me something different, but at least I'll know what to do if we do it now. So I already put in the ILS, what, 9? Yeah, ILS 9. It's already in here, but I probably have to do this. So let's at least look and see what they give us, if they stick with 9. They might not stick with it. No, Unbearable, I have not. This is going to be wrong. I'm going to have to delete those, but I can't see how. 110.9. Frequency straightforward. The course setting's a little different than normal. I never set course anyway. Yes. I think you need to actually need to, Clorix says. You don't want it entering back course mode. Okay. Well, I just entered in the frequency for nav 1. I'm assuming it's fine. Yes, I punched it, Renaissance. You weren't paying attention. I punched it. Okay, now click nav source twice. Preset nav source, okay. VOR1 as the preset source, okay. Okay, so we take this. And I want 92. Right? That's the course. I've got 92 here. I'm assuming that's what you want. Pretty much set up. Okay. Well, hopefully so. All right. Well, we're at 23,000 feet. I'm going to make sure we turn left here in a second after Reichel. Says that we're 1.8 miles away. I just want to make sure that it starts turning left, and if so, then we'll do the videos. There we go.
Fligity 2126. Contact Havana Center 133.7.
133.7. Fligity 2126. Havana Center, Fligity 2126. Crossing flight level 242 for flight level 320.
Fligity 2126. Havana Center identified.
Okay. We're going to go on and do videos because I want to be able to have time to come back and make sure all of this is good. When it comes time to actually fly it, you'll hit the nav source button. And then click the recall CRS. That's not a choice. For active CRS button on the CDU. Where is it? I don't see recall course anywhere. I see course transfer and up and down for preset course. Active course, preset course. Okay. Interesting. Well, we'll find out later. All right. We got to do videos. I'm going to turn the plane down a little bit. And let's do it. Please don't let it fall again on him. Oh, God. Oh, God. You don't have the preset enabled? Is that something in the tablet? Is that here or something? It is not. I don't know. It's because you didn't do the whole preset thing that I just did. Oh, you talking about... It shows correctly on yours. What do you mean preset thing I did? You mean importing a flight plan? Renaissance said, I contacted PlayStation support and asked for a difference in price refund between when I bought a game on sale in May and what it was on sale for last week. I said I hadn't played it yet, and it's $6 less now. They said, we'll get back to you in 2 to 3 days, and it's been 5. You really think they're going to do a difference in price from May to September? Even if you haven't played it? No, okay. You're presetting a nav course. Okay. I didn't realize you didn't do that. You hadn't done it yet. Okay. All right. Okay. First video of the night belongs to Cannonball. Cannonball says the first couple minutes can be skipped through if it gets too repetitive, but overall, chat should enjoy this one. Okay. Nice. Oh, yeah.
One of the great Charlie Brown soundtrack recordings by Vince Guaraldi has become synonymous with Halloween.
Yeah, this is going to be really
it's
good.
a sound that kind of defines this time of year, and I want to take a look at one song in particular that I think has one of the coolest chord progressions that Vince Guaraldi ever wrote. Oh, man.
Yeah. Well, it's this.
That right there is just astoundingly good, and it has a sound to it that I think is like shockingly modern. It does some incredibly cool things with harmony and melody.
I know,
think
Bliss.
In 1966, when this was recorded, we're on the cutting edge of what was going on in music. Let's take a look at this because it is absolutely unbelievable. So the melody, and this is one of the things I think makes it so incredibly cool. The melody kind of sits right here on this G note for a little bit as the chords move underneath it. And this is something that is kind of a very modern sound, especially when we consider some of the voicing that's going on here. So we have this C minor 7 chord, and all we're gonna do is we're gonna move the chord down a half step, but the way we're gonna voice it gives it this incredibly modern sound. Check this out. Oh, that chord is absolutely beautiful. And when we look at how we're constructing it, it begs the question, what chord actually is this, right? Because we're playing a B on the bottom and a D, which could tell us that it's a B minor chord of some kind, right? But does it sound like a B minor chord to you?
It's got a 9 in it.
Because to me, not really.
Because the A.
If I played this G as an F sharp, well, now it sounds like a B minor chord, but now the melody is a little strange, right? It
sounds like it needs to resolve to F sharp.
But that feels probably more correct, right? So maybe this is a B minor chord, but how would we describe it if it were? Well, it's a B minor, and we have the 7th, B minor 7, but then this note.
But if it's G, the A would be a 9.
What we might call that. So we have 1, minor 3, 5, minor 7 with a sharp 5.
So he's saying B is the root.
And we get that sound, right? That, to me, is maybe the most accurate way to describe this, because we're coming from C minor 7.
That's
B
a great
minor
chord
7.
progression.
Our next chord is B flat minor 7.
That's great.
So if we're calling this just a chromatic movement down, that's kind of what it is. But because we have this melody that we're hanging on to, it necessitates changing this chord a little bit to make that melody flow just a little better.
Yeah, right, Renaissance.
That sequence of chords is astoundingly beautiful.
Yeah.
So let's go with
He's
it.
right.
Let's call this C minor 7, B minor 7, sharp 5. What a cool chord. That chord, B minor 7, sharp 5, you know what it sounds like? What does it sound like? Does this note sound like home to you? Because it doesn't to me. You know what does? G. It sounds to me like a G major chord that we've just taken the 3rd of and put that in the bass. That's what it sounds like to me. So, as you can see, the takeaway from all of this is that when we talk about chords, there's not necessarily one way to describe them. Sometimes there's a way that we can describe a chord that is important to understand for its functionality, meaning how we are using it to get us from one place
chord to the other,
next in a tune. But
how it travels.
It's just a collection of notes. And that collection of notes can be looked at a bunch of different ways depending on what's easiest for us to understand. For you, it might be easier to think of this as a G major chord.
GBD.
Like a G major add 9, right?
Add the A. I said 9. I said 9.
That's all, right?
But he did it as a B, which made it a 7.
We can also look at it as a B minor chord, because if we're passing through that, it would make sense to call it that on our way to B flat minor. into E flat dominant, right?
resolution.
So all of these things
That
are interchangeable.
resolution.
Even though there might be like a correct way to refer to a chord, it's important not to get caught up on any of that stuff and really just go with what works best for
I'm gonna
you,
keep
what
watching this.
helps
It's really good.
you understand the harmony of a tune. So that chord brings us into this B flat minor, which we just basically play like a 2-5 while we're still holding on to that G in the melody.
yeah, whole
what
time.
a brilliant melody as we let this harmony pass through underneath it.
That's so cool. That
And
G
now we
never
get our
moves.
first movement in the melody.
Oh, back to the G.
And we're still sticking with this incredibly beautiful, modern sounding harmony. And then we continue our downward trajectory. Woo-hoo-hoo. And it almost feels like we resolved there, except we only stay there for a moment.
Dude, that Vince Guaraldi is a
Immediately turn it
genius.
around to go back.
His chords are just...
There. So our melody hovering around
Yeah,
G
you don't
for
know
the
what-
vast
I know,
majority
I know,
of this,
you're right.
and we're allowing the harmony to just kind of
he's just
slide
so good.
downward
Oh,
underneath it. The entire harmony is in this downward, almost chromatic downward.
Yeah, it is almost
trajectory.
chromatic.
and it just gives
Constantly
it this
traveling
constant
down.
feeling of moving towards a resolution,
Mhm.
which we're only given for a brief moment.
But that's
and
not
then
even a
turning around back to
resolution.
the top.
It's almost leading to another one.
Here's an exception. We go a 2-5, but we immediately jump back in to where we were. Downward chromatically.
That was F minor.
Chromatic. Still going.
A minor. No,
And
that
then
was
we bring
A
it to E
diminished.
flat. Still down. And then we have a 2-5.
No, it's up top. What am I doing looking at the keys? I might as well just look at the sheet music. He's got it written on the sheet
we
music.
Could actually take. We could make this still chromatic by using the tritone substitution of this G dominant chord, which would sound like this. Woo-hoo! And that would lead us right back in. So we would essentially have an entire tune where the A section and the B section, they're written with this straight downward trajectory harmonically, and it just never stops.
Yeah,
We
it's
just
like a
go,
circle. Like it's just going down and down and down. His left hand just keeps going
Keep
down.
going forever and ever until we get to the end of the second A section, and then we go to a bridge. Unbelievable.
That's more simple.
Yeah.
Oh, a little leading tone there.
Back into the A section. So this tune, if we look at the form, it's a pretty classic jazz chord progression form of A.
Now I'm mad at I'm looking at someone who can do something I can never do, Isaac says. You could if you really wanted. You might just have to quit your job and spend some time doing this.
That's an A section. So we play that 2 times, and at the end of the second one, we get this beautiful
bliss.
transition into the bridge. And now our bridge is in G major.
G to C, G to C. You could hear it going back and forth earlier.
From this
It was just
C
2
minor
chords.
place that we were before. And then we have this gorgeous melody. And when we pair that with the harmony, we're going 1, minor 4. Let's go. Just back and forth. 1 to minor 4. 1
Those are
to minor
great.
4. Such a simple bridge,
Isn't that
but
great?
I mean, it's just so effective coming from this place that we were before.
Yeah,
with
if
this
you really
more
listen, you
complex descending harmony that had a very
There's just a
sort of
lot to
minor
listen
sound
to.
it. And now we're in this, we've opened it up into this resolution into a major, very bright sounding, but very sweet sounding, right? Very sentimental with that C minor chord. And the fact that we let that major 7th play over top, C minor major 7. Gorgeous. And I think that time we use a flat 7, so we're using a C minor 7. There's our minor major 7 again. And then to get us back, we go G major,
Yes.
F sharp augmented.
Down to F.
This is just
back
like
up
a F6, I guess. And then we just
G5,
go back to our G7 5 chord.
Why is there a flat next to that note?
Such a simple,
Because that's an E flat.
brilliantly written
This is G.
chord progression and melody.
Gosh.
1966, Vince Guaraldi was doing some of his best work, right?
Imagine
Just 2
coming
years
up with
before, in
that.
1964, he had done the recording session for the Charlie Brown Christmas special, which, as we know, is some of Vince Guaraldi's most famous, most popular work, and perhaps some of the most popular jazz ever recorded.
Yep.
You know, and it's funny, like trying to play over this, like improvising over this, it's kind of difficult, actually.
You're really just arpeggiating the chords. Not necessarily improvising so much as just playing notes of the chords. Well, he's making, it's different than what's written. It's just his right hand is either doing the scale of it or the
arpeggiation. Try to figure out
arpeggiation.
what to even do over it. But it's an incredibly, incredibly beautiful chord progression. And I think it's one of Vince Guaraldi's best. You guys, that's going to be it. Thank you
There
so
you go.
much for watching this video. If you want to check out...
Fantastic Cannonball. Fantastic. That was good. Renaissance said, I did a John video previously. Now how about a Cannonball video? Well, Cannonball just did that one. Will this remind you of what you just watched? Oh dear.
David, look who's here.
Carrie Kenny's here.
Kenny!
What? How long have you been here?
I've been here the whole time.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Carrie, why are you carrying a second microphone in your hand?
So I can do this.
Check, check, check.
He gets it. You'll get it.
I don't like this start. No, Isaac, we've not.
I got it.
And now
I'm gonna get a
David.
beer.
He's using electronic drums and real cymbals.
Spitting in a wishing well. Blown to hell, crash on the last splash. I know you, little liberty. I know you're a real cuckoo.
That's what I thought, Cannonball. I knew she looked familiar.
I know you, little liberty. I know you're a cannonball. I'll be your whatever you want. The bong in this reggae song. In the shade. In the shade. Spitting in a wishing well. Blown to hell.
I feel like would be better without the video. Let's just listen.
I'll be your whatever you want. Perform in this reggae song.
It's just not very good. Has the guy with the Modelo done anything yet? Or is he just standing there? Nothing like clapping for yourself. The Diamondbacks game is going to the 11th. They came back. Boo.
Ken, should we rename the band Middle-Aged Dad and Mom Band?
Because I had a child out of my vagina.
That's what they say.
There is.
C-section.
C-section.
C-section. C-section. C-section. C-section.
I didn't care for it. Bliss is next. I didn't think it was very good. Okay, interesting. This is Bliss, and it's substitute teacher. Now, we saw a video like this, but this is 5 months old.
Right now, we are headed to the Drum Academy, and I'm going to be.
This is the one we watched, right? We watched. Yeah, we saw this.
Lined up 5 different students. I got no idea if they know.
Teacher for you, okay? All right.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. You?
I'm George, man. My pleasure.
I know. How are you?
Yeah, you know.
Just room number 10.
Yeah, this we saw this. It's good, man. If I walked into a room and he was going to be my teacher, it'd be great. I would just feel so inferior. He's just such a machine.
Nice to meet you.
My pleasure. Come in.
But I mean, he can definitely help you. He's so good at what he does.
We're going to practice together. We changed the pedal. We gave you the best pedal we can find. Hi.
Hello.
What's your name?
These wormy kids.
Yes.
They're so nervous.
Sit. Hola. Hi, how are you doing?
Like the first thing they do is look at the camera, like what's going on?
George. I'm your substitute teacher. What's your name?
Liam.
Liam. My pleasure. Come. What have you been practicing lately?
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Any groove in particular or something? No? If I play...
No. This, can I just play you that one more time? This is why, a big reason why I stopped teaching lessons. Miss Flig, you want to listen to this real quick? I'm turning it up for Miss Flig.
What have you been practicing lately? Any groove in particular or something? No? If I play...
No. Did you hear it? What have you been practicing lately? What groove? Anything in particular? No. All right. That was a big reason I don't teach anymore, because that's kids. That's a lot of kids now. It's not all kids, obviously. There's a lot of very good kids. But this, what you just saw, is a majority of the kids. It's I haven't been doing anything. I don't know what to do. Help me.
Something? Can you try to play it as well with me?
By the way, did you happen to notice his hat that he's wearing around the kids? The drum and bass with the D and B crossed out, so it's rum and ass.
I can't see that.
For the kids.
I play something. Can you try to play it as well with me? For example...
Take off your jacket.
You think you can do that? Join me. Come on. Let's do it. That's very good. You can pick whatever. I can try my best to teach you whatever you're interested into learning. Yeah.
I'm interested in learning like some double bass stuff, and then I'm also into like stuff like Tool and all that.
Okay. We can try this
Shoot for the stars.
What's that? Is that the pot or?
Yeah, that's the pot.
That's the pot. You know how to play that?
No, I don't know it.
Okay. Would you like to try?
Yeah, sure.
So we got groups of 4 on the bass drum.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's good. Can you try to add the snare to that?
Yeah, so both at the same time. Chagadugu. Chagu.
Yeah, good. Now, the only thing that's left for you to do would be to add the ride, which is going to make it more complicated.
You know, but the kid is not bad. Like, he's at least
Amazing.
competent.
Yeah, high five.
That's not easy to do what he's doing. Like, if you've never really drummed, and obviously he has because he's doing it.
Studying.
Smells like Teen Spirit.
Oh, you like that?
Yeah.
Ah, that's good. We can work on that.
I've actually been watching your videos for quite a while. I saw that you did a video on Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Yeah, that was a long time ago, but yeah. 1, 2, 3, and... And what are you learning?
Kid's doing great.
What have you been learning recently?
Like the...
Little jazz.
Okay. Are you familiar, for example, with a shuffle?
Yeah, he did Hapes.
Okay, what you're just playing right now, if you think about it, is 1 and 2. You do ta 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 ta. But there's also a possibility for you to do it. Like, what are you interested in?
Rock and metal stuff.
Rock and metal.
Yeah, bass drum speed is the big one.
The big challenge, right?
The big challenge, yeah.
Whenever I'm training speed, I like to work on both the speed of the hand and the feet at the same time. What I like to do is I start with the triplets. And let's start both hands. And whenever you feel comfortable, change to the other one.
While keeping the feet going.
Maybe.
And this kid's advanced. I mean, he's advanced. If he's doing that.
Dude, I do that for hours every day. It really works, man. So if you're into playing metal, I would highly recommend you to do that. Have you tried to open the hi-hat as well whenever you're grooving? For example, let's say... That you haven't practiced yet? You want to try it?
Let's try it.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe.
Right, let's try it. Yeah, come on. Yeah.
Good for you.
That's good. That's very good. Wow, that's perfect.
Now imagine if you did it with your jacket off.
You know the intro to Eyeless by Slipknot?
Yeah.
I was trying to figure that.
Okay.
All right, Phoenix.
Yeah, that's the same thing that's going to happen later. So you do that twice. And another one. That's good, man. Yeah. Those are the first 2 phrasings. That happens 2 times, and then we're going to do. That's good. Oh, yeah. Now you know how to play all of them separately. Now a lot of work happens when you need to put them together. What's with this funky guy? He's learning eyeless. Like nothing, like butter, yeah.
You need a few more minutes, you good?
If we can keep going for a little bit, it's fine, yeah.
And by the way, those are the best lessons when he says, can we keep going for a little bit? Like, those are the best lessons when you feel like you need more time. Because a lot of my lessons at the end were, 3 minutes left and you're like, we've done everything that you're capable of doing today. Like, you don't need to take on any new information because it's going to be too much. But when you're like, hey, we've still got something we can really do here, that's great because it doesn't feel like the clock is just ticking so slow.
Yeah, that's good. So the whole exercise is going to be
One more.
Same thing. That's amazing. Surprised me a lot. Only 4 years you've been playing?
Yeah, I know Renaissance.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Congratulations. Oh, you're a real drummer, man.
By the way,
amazing. Congratulations.
Does it weird me out that they put the Mapex logo on the drums sideways? Yes.
Congratulations. Oh, you're a real drummer, man. Oh, you're swiveling already. That's super good, man. How are you swiveling already? That's crazy. Film that guy. Film that guy. Check that out.
I can't do that.
If you want,
kids advanced.
Playing on the right, you can do the same thing with your left hand. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, we've seen this. We watched over 7 minutes of it. I'm not going to watch anymore. It's a good video. It's a good video that shows you what teachers have to do regarding different levels of students. Jacket Kid pisses you off, Morning Danish says. Well, here's the thing. That's the average kid. Like, the other kids that are in there are not your average kids. The one that can just come in and just do things. Most kids come in and they're not motivated and they don't have, they're not self-motivated. There are kids who are, and those kids are the ones that are, gonna, be the top players in your group, whoever they are. But I mean, I have had my fair share of some very, very good kids. And I still do. I still have very good kids now. But most of your kids are ones who don't practice and they just go through the motions, And it sucks because the kid with the jacket, he seems like a good kid. And he listens to what you're saying. He just doesn't have self-motivation. Like when you go, what have you been practicing? Nothing. So why are you doing this? And it's just because that kind of kid is still a good kid. He just needs someone to drag him along, Also depends on the age. Yeah, that's another thing. Peace is right, because that kid was the youngest one in the group. He was the youngest one in the group, and that's a lot of kids at that age. A lot of kids at that age don't know why they should practice. Unless it's truly their passion, which most kids at that age, it's not their passion. Most kids at that age, they don't have a passion. They're too young to know what their passion is. I mean, that kid might rather be playing Roblox or Minecraft, and, I've taught first graders, I've taught fourth graders, and I teach sixth graders all the time. And I have some sixth graders that are really good kids. But because they don't have any self-motivation to play drums, you have to try to make them like drums. Like it's a weird dynamic where it's not necessarily teaching a kid how to play drums as much as teaching a kid how to want to play drums. That's the hard part, because if you can teach a kid how to want to play any instrument really, then they're going to do more on their own outside of the lesson, more so than you teach them there in the 30 minutes. And so like that kid with the jacket, maybe after that lesson, he'll feel inspired, revitalized, and want to go home and practice that lick over and over and over, and he'll get really good at it. And then, so he'll be really good at one thing because he'll enjoy playing that one thing. And then after that, you go from there and you see. Have you shown them the Oscar award-winning movie Drumline? No. No. Could be one of those cases where the parents force them into something they don't want to do, Clorix says. So regarding that, I don't know many parents that force their kids to do drum lessons. And I say that from the standpoint of usually the kids who do drum lessons ask their parents to do drum lessons, and parents are usually what's the word? Cautious. Reluctant is the word. Thank you. Parents are reluctant because they don't want to spend money on something they don't know if their kid's really going to do. And so usually the kids who take lessons are doing it because they want to do it and not so much because the parents want them to do it. However, it could also be part of the deal. Like if the parents go, well, if we buy you this drum set, you have to take lessons. That does happen. However, a lot of parents are trying to spend less money. I think if the parents are truly supportive of their kid getting better and the kid loves it, then yeah, they're going to pay for it. But if the kid doesn't ask for lessons, usually the only time kids are going to take lessons is if like their band director or their drum instructor, like their band drum instructor says, hey, your kid should take lessons. Your kid's really good, or your kid really needs help learning the All-State music that they've just been passed out or whatever. Then the parents will be like, okay, we'll get them lessons for that. But I would say, especially drum set lessons, a lot of times for those lessons, the kids, I mean, you saw the majority of those kids. Look, we got to look at the majority of those kids that walked into that room. The majority of those kids, he would say, what are you working on? What do you want to learn? And other than the kid with the coat, they all had a good answer. Like, I like this song. I'm learning this song. I want to get my double bass better. I want to learn this group, whatever it is. Like, they had a direction. And the reason was they're probably the kids that want to take lessons because they want to be better. I don't know about the kid with the jacket, but he's very typical of what you deal with younger kids. Very, just kind of neutral to the situation. Arctic said, I was walking through the grocery store today and there was this little girl, like maybe 6 or 7, that just would not stop saying 6, 7. Apparently that's just a thing, just saying that. Apparently it is. I don't know what it is, but kids were saying that at the band contest we had on Saturday. Yeah, that's apparently a thing. I don't know what it means. Don't care. I don't care what it means. Bliss says parents force their kids to do piano lessons. We do. See, Bliss, I think that's opposite. I would agree with that. Peace might be able to answer this question more. I feel like the majority of kids who are learning piano, and Peace can chime in here, I feel like the majority of kids who learn piano learn it when they're younger. I think you'll often see like 5-year-old, 7-year-old, 6, 7-year-old, Bliss or Arctic. I think you'll see them do piano. And because of that, not many 5, 6, 7-year-olds are wanting to do piano. Good, Phoenix. That's good, Phoenix. And so most 5, 6, 7-year-olds typically don't necessarily want to take piano lessons, so their parents force them to because they're young. Not many kids that age want to do drums because it's expensive and parents don't want to spend that kind of money on a drum set and lessons for something that their kid might only do for 1 month. Again, I could be wrong with the piano thing, but I do feel like piano is a different situation because most people that learned piano were probably put there by their parents because it's such a young age. I also know this, Bliss. I also know from experience that I've had students who wanted to take drum set lessons and their parents told them you have to take piano first. I never understood this. I've had multiple parents say, yeah, we made our kid take piano lessons for 2 years to prove that he was interested. And now he can do drum set lessons. And I just want to look at the parent and go, so your kid just missed out on 2 years of drum set lessons? Like, you're telling me now your kid has 2 years of piano, and that's wonderful. But what they wanted to do, they now get to do later because they needed to prove it on something. Might as well just have them play trumpet for 2 years. Yeah, I know, Hapes. No, it's not the same. I know it's not the same with trumpet and piano. Piano is very important if you are in band and you're playing mallet percussion like xylophone, vibraphone, marimba, that kind of stuff. But if you want to take drum set, take drum set. Take drum set. But the parents a lot of times go, well, you got to take piano first. Raven says from Google, 6'7", also known as 67, hold on, it scrolled up, is a slang term that means to exit quickly or get lost, originating from the hip-hop song Doot Doot by Skrilla, and popularized on TikTok in late 2024, early 2025. It can also refer to a specific mathematical concept or a less defined phrase with broad meaning. It's probably the first one. Yeah, all these kids are going around saying 6'7" because they're thinking about mathematical concepts. It's probably not that. Bliss said, we started my son doing piano at 5. He's 11 now and still doing it. He doesn't like to practice, but he's pretty good for his age. So, Bliss, when you started your son doing piano at 5, did your son at the age of 5 ask to take piano? I'm using Bliss as an example, and then Peace here in a second. This is a great conversation because I could talk about this a lot. I know we got to watch the other videos, but I'm curious what you all are going to say. Jado said, my parents paid for guitar lessons, which shocked me as a young teen. That's nice. Magellan said, piano can be very finger reliant. Sometimes people have crappy hands like me, and that makes things like piano, flute, sax hard versus more muscle memory things like percussion or trombone. P says, I was forced. Did you hear it? I'll read it again. I was forced originally at age 5. It's almost like that's exactly what I said, right? 5, 6, 7 parents made him do it. Don't know many 5-year-olds that are requesting to take piano lessons. P said, I was forced originally at age 5, was taking lessons until like middle school, but started actually wanting to do stuff myself during this period. Resumed lessons on and off for about 2 more years, and then became relatively self-taught until college, which I now have my professors. So yes. So P says I was forced originally age 5, and when I asked Bliss, did your 5-year-old ask to take those lessons, he replied, quote, no, he didn't. We wanted him to learn, and to learn how to learn. He may start guitar lessons soon if we can find a good teacher. So I'm 2 for 2 is what you're telling me, Bliss. I am 2 for 2 in the idea that 5-year-olds don't ask to take piano. That's my point. So the kid in the jacket, let's get back to the kid in the jacket. That kid, when people were like, well, his parents are forcing him to. I don't think his parents forced him to. I think a kid that's a middle schooler that sees a drum set in a rock band or goes to a concert or something and sees it is like, I want to learn how to do it. And the parents go, all right, you can take some lessons. All right. And then it's easy for the kid to take like 1 lesson, 2 lessons. I always do that with parents. Parents will go, well, should I have my kid take lessons? I'll look at them and I'll say, have him take 1. You don't have to be like, think you're getting ready to invest in a lifetime of lessons. Just have your kid take 1 lesson. And at the end of it, if they don't like it, they don't have to do it. Tell them to stop. Collimator said, good morning. How many other instruments can you play other than drums? That's a weird question, Collimator, because there's a lot of instruments in the percussion family. I mean, I play marimba, vibe, xylo, timpani, tambourine, triangle, bass drum, snare drum, crash cymbals. However, Collimator, when I was in college, I had to take things like trumpet and clarinet and bassoon and flute, saxophone, violin. Just because I took them doesn't mean I can play them. Those classes were more designed to have me be able to teach how to play them, which I also cannot do. That's why I don't. I just teach kids how to play percussion. Renaissance said, I asked to take violin at 5, and when I hated it, I asked for piano. Did take those lessons for 2 years or so, also hated it. Magellan said, personally, I feel like I missed a chance at percussion when I went into public school and was directed to trombone, but I ended up being, excuse my French, effing awesome at trombone, but I still have regrets / considerations if I'd gone percussion. Yeah, the whole you were directed to play trombone, that's very common when you're a 5th or 6th grader and band directors. If band directors have 50 kids in the room and, 20 of them want to play percussion, they just can't do that. I mean, most kids, not most, but a lot of kids go into a band room and they see a drum and they go, I want to play the drum. It's like, well, kind of need you to play clarinet. They go, I don't want to play clarinet. Well, we have too many drummers and we need clarinets. And then they look at their mouth and they see if it's the right shape or whatever to see if it works for a trumpet or a French horn or whatever. Phoenix says, Flig, make that 3 for 3. My wife wanted our 5-year-old to take piano lessons. It lasted for 6 months. Yeah, it's shocking that a 5-year-old might not really want to do piano. It depends on the kid. I mean, there are young kids who like it. No, there are. It's just not the norm. But there are 5-year-olds. There's probably 3-year-olds, 2-year-olds, depends on which country, that are very good at piano. I'm catching up, trying to catch up. P says, I'm still surprised I play piano. My teachers were not nice. Really? Teachers were not nice, Peace. Blossom says, I was not forced to play trombone. Loved it. Got me through college. Good gigs on the strip. I got to keep moving. Isaac says, this is just a group that's been speaking to me for a while. I dig it. I hope you do too. Okay, here's Isaac. We got to go. Here's Isaac. Calio? And Johnny said, I wanted to join band and originally wanted saxophone, but the band needed flutes and ended up really enjoying it and getting pretty decent as well. There you go. You never know. You never know what path. Do you remember, Miss Flig, when you chose clarinet? Do you remember why you chose clarinet? Do you remember if it was your choice? Do you remember that day that you made the choice? I don't think I've ever asked you that.
I don't think it was my first choice, but I don't know why I chose that.
She doesn't remember. Kaleo, P says. Kaleo, not Calio. You don't remember why you chose clarinet.
Because I didn't want that at first.
She said, I did not want that at first.
It was an ugly instrument and I didn't like the way it sounded.
Thought it was an ugly instrument, didn't like the way it sounded.
I think I probably wanted to do flute.
Probably wanted to do flute, yeah.
Pretty.
Yeah, it was a pretty instrument.
And then maybe my band director, or maybe Grandma found a clarinet.
Yeah, but she probably didn't look for a clarinet before you made that choice. She probably did it after you chose. Yeah. No, they probably looked at your embouchure or something and said, well, it could have been if you had like an overbite or something, and they're like, well, that works well for clarinet. That's how they usually make those decisions.
My band director tried me and I liked it, and I was really good.
Magellan said, good thing was, as a lifetime swimmer, I also have great breath control. So in the end, I was okay with it all. I think back in high school, I could hold any middle F note, like 30 seconds of forte. I was also a lifeguard, so I'm 8 to 12 miles a week. So I could generally hold my breath for about 100 yards. Chicka-da-boom. 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 I didn't get a chicka-da-boo out of that guy. No chicka-da-boo. Johnny says, I remember the percussion section leader trying to recruit me to play mallets for parade percussion and responding about how I wouldn't be very good and getting told how you play a pitched instrument, you know how to read sheet music. Most of the percussion section can't do that. You'll be fine. I'd probably say the same thing. I mean, if you have a wind player who knows how to read music, that's a huge leg up. PP Exhorter said earlier, or sorry, Clorix said earlier that FS Hub had some back-end stuff going on right now, and there was a chance you would not get credit for flights tonight. He apologized preemptively, so we at Fligadier also are very sorry for your not getting credit for the flight. I don't think I'm going to get credit for the flight either. Peace is the final regular video. Never saw that show, Collimator. Here's Peace. When you take Sing Like an Angel too literally. All right, here we go. Here we go. I wouldn't have expected this outfit for this kind of performance. He's not lip syncing. I think the audio just isn't quite synced with the video because the piano's doing the same thing. I'm waiting for the next octave up. It's like he's holding back. Like you can just tell he's got a higher note coming and maybe even higher. See ya, Unbearable. Here we go. They didn't expect to be filmed. Well, there you go. Why he's dressed the way he is. Oh, he didn't go any higher. Huh. That's pretty crazy, isn't it? I know what you're doing, John. And I don't care for it. So, listen, Hapes has the takedown tonight. We only have one video left. And Hapes is going to be trying to take down Cannonball with the Vince Guaraldi video. Hapes... no caption, going up against Cannonball's Vince Guaraldi video. Have we seen this? We've seen a lot of these. You did? That's weird. The nose. What is whose name column there? These people? I don't know. I don't know. Buckets the drummer. This is Buckets the drummer. Why is the camera shaking? I don't understand why the camera's shaking. All the buckets. There are buckets in the toilet. Sorry, give me a second. I have to descend. Give me a second. Gotta descend. They want me to go to 13,000. Oh, I never put in the other VNAV stuff, darn it. I kind of need to do that. Give me a second. Oh, let's see. That. We'll come back to that in a second. I just have to do this. So I'm just putting in these altitudes so I know what to do. Okay. All right, we'll come back to that in a second. Let's finish this video. One minute left. Hitting the toilet seat. The nose. The red screen. Come on. Does the toilet have no water in it? It has to have no water in it. Sure. There you go, Renaissance. Yeah, well, listen, it was fine, but it's not nearly as good as Cannonball's video. Cannonball is the winner tonight. GG Cannonball.
I know I'd go from rags to riches.
And then, yeah, it was great, Bliss. We got to give the vid win. Raven, is Raven here? Raven, do you want to do the vid win for Cannonball? Thank you, Raven. All right. We are being given vectors for today's approach, even though we were going to try to do ILS, but it might be just vectors. We'll see. We'll see. We'll try to do ILS. We're descending for 13,000 right now. I think we're in good shape. Yeah, I've been doing RNAV, Jado. I was just trying to do something different tonight, if possible.
Change the scheme.
Thank you.
Electrify the boys and girls if you'd be so kind.
How about that big boy? Huh? I know. Chewing his bone. He's so sweet. We're currently flying over the southern tip of Florida. That's the Keys down there. This is the southern point. Yeah, Jado, it's because he is too close to it. He's basically blocking the light. I have a light on him, but he's like right in front of it, and so that's why it's lit up his one side, but it's not getting the other side of him. So I was telling Miss Flig, I need to get a different light. I've got one, I just got to figure out a way to attach it over there. I need to get a light that shines down there. Let me let your light shine down. So I gotta figure that out. So you'll just have to deal with it for now. So let's look at this. I know, Clorix. So descent. 500 feet above landing. Rate knob is desired. Oops. Standby altimeter. Seatbelts we already did. Lights required. Before landing. Auto feather armed. Autopilot disconnect. Propeller sync off. Yaw damper off. Okay. He has a bone, Kobe. He's eating a bone. It's not a bone. It's one we got at Jungle Gyms. It's like an international market, but they have a whole pet section. And this bone used to have like stuff stuffed inside of it. That stuff's probably funky now because this is old. But he loves chewing this bone. Look at him. Oh my gosh. Look at him yawn. So sweet. Oh, there he goes. Did you know that in the pre-chorus of that song where he says, yeah, he's doing it through either toilet paper or paper towel tube to get that effect? No, I did not know that. When did you start doing an Astrocam? Last week? It's been recent. It's recent. So after famine, I need to go direct. Yeah, we got to get rid of DHP. We have to get rid of DHP. How do I get rid of it, Clorix? If I click it, nothing happens. Wait. Hold on. Hold on. Weaver, famine. Check it. Delete waypoint. Look at that. Look how perfect that is. Just whoop, right on in. No problem. Yes, I should be on standard. Let's do that now. There you go.
Fliggity 2126, fly present heading. Descend and maintain 1010,000. Altimeter 3004.
I don't know if I've heard that voice.
For the approach.
Fly present heading, descend and maintain 1010,000, altimeter 3004, Fliggity 2126.
Getting ready to overspeed. Gotta be careful here. Because we're apparently too high. Down to 10,000.
Fliggity 2126, descend. Maintain 1,100 feet.
1,100.
Descend, maintain 1,100 feet, Fliggity 2126.
No problem. This guy wants to talk music. Miami approach, Fliggity 2126. Thoughts on the University of Arkansas basketball team? Maybe they can give us a little preseason talk, Clorix.
Miami approach, Fliggity 2126. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just checking on your thoughts for the University of Arkansas basketball team. You think they're going to have a good year this year? Fliggity 2126.
I'm here to provide HC information only. Please let me know if you have any aviation-related questions. Fliggity 2126.
Okay, so we're just talking aviation only. Do you know anything about the University of Arkansas basketball's plane? Fliggity 2126. He's not going to know it.
I don't have information on specific aircraft or teams. Please ask any aviation-related questions. Fliggity 2126.
You're no fun. Fliggity 2126.
I understand, Fliggity 2126. I'm here to assist with aviation matters.
I understand.
Please let me know how I can help.
What's your prediction? Prediction? Yes, prediction. Pain.
Might put me in a holding pattern. I hope not. Yeah, since the first time, yes. That being the case, I have 33,000 characters left of the 250,000 from the second time I had to get it. So I've almost gone through 2 of them. Yeah, they're not bad, Bliss.
Fliggity 2126, contact Miami Tower 118.3. Have a good day.
Contact Tower 118.3, Fliggity 2126.
The advised information, Charlie, now current. Altimeter 3004.
So, Chlorix. Woo! Look at the rain. So what do I do? Do I load it from preset or do I load it from the other one? For active course or for preset course? Is it for active? Yeah. Bingo. Looks like I'm above it, but I don't think I am. Because I'm not even at... Oh, wait, we are at it. Dang. Okay, never mind. Oh, I did arm it. I did arm it. It's just, we're too high. I gotta drop. We're too high. It didn't work. I guess I did it too late. I think I did it too late.
Put it in the vault. I'm locking the vault. It's a vault!
I just didn't realize I was this close. So I guess it didn't give me the landing. I don't think it gave me the landing. It says it was 89. It was an 89. I don't know who was closest. It might be because LRM is down. Clorix, you guessed 89? Wow, you did. Clorix did guess an 89, you all. Clorix is a nerd, Magellan says. So, Hapes, do you care to give Clorix 500 points? What a guess. Thank you, Raven. Raven can do it. Thank you, Raven. And then Clorix gets the vault. The rich get richer. Well, we'll get a proper ILS at some point. We'll figure it out. It looked like it was going to work, but I guess I was too high. I don't think I was going to catch it because I was too high. I was above the glide slope and it wasn't going to catch it. It's a huge airport. So, tomorrow, we're going to fly this plane again. I'm still trying to get comfortable with it. I think doing it repeatedly for the beginning here will help me remember things when we come back to it later. So we are going to fly it again tomorrow, and we'll do another flight about this length. I think this length worked pretty well. The videos took a while because we talked a lot during them, and the videos were longer, so I think that's part of it. But we'll fly this again tomorrow. I feel like the more I do it, the better it'll be when I come back to it. And I just want to get better at it. Just wanted to look around real quick. This airport is massive. Jeez. Oh, that's cool with the helipads right there. Has a working monorail. Look at all the cabs. That's funny.
Okay, so the game with yellow car is that you look
Perfect.
at the cars as they come along. Yellow car.
Perfect.
And if you see a car that's yellow, you say yellow car.
That's cool. Nice. That's good. Man, that's really good. Place is huge. Gosh, look at that. Huge. Well, there you have it. We are done. Hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you all so much for being here. Come back tomorrow. We'll do it again. Thank you again. Let's see who we're going to raid. Let's go say hello to Jared.dev. Thanks, Magellan. All right, everybody. Thanks again. Come back. We'll do it tomorrow. Hope you all have a great day tomorrow. Hope to see you all tomorrow night. Night.
Will everybody please leave? I want everyone out!
Pliggity 1976 out.
You're so much happy.